Alright, welcome back guys, or welcome to your first time here. I'm Bridget here with Byrne, bringing you guys another video. Today, in honor of Oblivion Song's 25th issue being released, I'm going to be doing some fan casting for the Oblivion Song upcoming movie. Now, if comics or Oblivion Song is something you're interested in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would miss more comic news from me or comic videos from me moving forward. Now, let's begin. Now, first up, we got our main character and main lead, Nathan Cole. Now, the person I picked to play Nathan Cole is Aaron Stanford. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. Now, you may know him as Pyro from the X-Men movies. He was James Cole in Sci-Fi's 12 Monkeys. I think he kind of looks the part, sort of, in a way. And second, I picked him because in 12 Monkeys, he's a really good actor. He also played Jim in Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Sorry about that. But Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. But I think he's got that personality type that he can pull off to be Nathan Cole. Similar to looking the part of the character in a way. And then also, in addition to that, the character he played in 12 Monkeys, he was always constantly jumping back in time, back and forth. So the idea of him jumping to different, dimensions, I can see that working out and him pulling off that character very well. That's just my opinion. I feel like he's one of the lesser known actors, yet he does have some credits under his belt. So he is also looked at as kind of like a B-level actor. And I feel like for a movie like this, you could get a B-level actor and still be able to pull off your movie. Next, we got Ed. Now, my pick for Ed was Charlie Hunnam. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He played Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy. And I honestly think that either him or Aaron Stanford could play these two characters. I think these two characters are interchangeable within actors. I feel like they could be very well done. He's got that good leadership quality that you can see within Sons of Anarchy, plus with the idea of him and Lucy, I feel like he has that good family mentality in the actor that he could pull off that role as well. I do think that this is a good casting pick. Again, he's more of a B-level character or actor, so I feel like in a way it's kind of lower in the scales of the show or movie, but at the same time I prefer when lesser known actors or actresses are in the roles of comic book movies or TV shows, because I feel like it draws more people in and is more enticing. Even though it's going to be Hollywood, I doubt my picks will even happen, but I just feel like these are good ideas, at least in my opinion, for these characters. Next, we got Bridget. Now, Bridget was a character that I was very tricky. It was very tricky for me to pick an actress to play her. I don't know. There's something about the character in the comic that I just couldn't figure out someone best to pick the role. I don't know. It's just because I'm watching too much Sons of Anarchy lately. But I went with Maggie Siff, who played Tara on there. I don't know. This one's a tricky one for me. I feel like, in a way, yeah, she could kind of fit the role, but at the same time, it's questionable. This is a character that it's just hard for me to find the right actress to play her. Maybe if you know a good actress that you think could fit the role, let me know in the comment section down below. But for me, this is just a tricky one. I feel like she could play out the part very well. She has that personality. I feel like that could translate well to this character. But at the same time, this was just too much of a tricky casting pick for me. So just give me your thoughts and opinions and anybody you think that would be good for this character in the comment section down below. Next up, we got Duncan. Now, Duncan, I feel like I had a good idea of who I would pick for Duncan right off the bat. And for Duncan, I went with Jeffery Wright. Now, he played Beatty in the Hunger Games movies. He is currently in Westworld, I think it is. I don't watch that show, but I've heard he's in there, I'm pretty sure. But to me, I feel like watching his performance from Hunger Games and some other things I've seen him in, I feel like he could fit this role. Plus, I feel like he looks similar to the character, so that would also be helpful. He's a better known, more like kind of a lower A-list actor, so that could push this movie even more, having a more higher A-level actor in this role. Again, I feel like he could play off that smart guy, scientist thing just due to his whole character from the Hunger Games. And honestly, to me, I just feel like, again, he fits the part and he would be a good fit for this character. But that's just my opinion, at least. Next, there was Lucy. Now, Lucy, similar to Bridget, was a kind of like a tricky and struggle for me to figure out who I would cast. One thing I always try to do is make them look the part. And since she's a redhead, there's not a lot of redhead actresses, at least that I can find. So I just kind of went with Rochelle Leffervy. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Probably just butchered that. But I don't know. I've seen her in a lot of roles. She's a good like mother figure kind of fit. I don't know. Again, this similar to Bridget was a tricky one for me. I think she could pull off the part as this person that she is in the comics. However, at the same time, I feel like this is a questionable one again. I probably could get better, advice from someone in the comment section who has a better idea. This is just my pick off the bat. I usually try to do better and look up people, but just for some reason I was having some trouble with Lucy and Bridget, and these are just the actors I kind of went with. Next we have Heather. Now Heather was a bit easier for me to kind of cast compared to the other two. It was still a little tricky, but I went with Rose Byrne. For some reasons, one, I feel like she somewhat looks the part, and I feel like I've seen her in certain movies, like with the X-Men movies, she played a CIA agent. I feel like she could fit the role similar to that, with how she's connected to the government and stuff like that. I don't know, I feel like she could fit the role and do a good performance, but at the same time, there could be better actors and actresses out there for this role. But that's just the one I went with. Again, it's tricky with with certain characters, because in a way you want them to be similar, look the part, but at the same time you want it to be their own thing. And some of these actresses and actors are just not as like high A-level actresses or actors. And to me, I don't want to go that route with A-list actors, but I know Hollywood probably would. And that's kind of why I struggle, because I don't want to go the A-list actor, move. I want to do something different. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. Is there someone better for Heather in your opinion? Next, we got Marco. Now, for Marco, I went with Kirk Acevedo. I think that's how I pronounce his name. I probably just butchered his name again. But for him, I kind of went with this actor. One, I feel like, again, he somewhat looks the part and probably could pull off the role. I've seen him in stuff like in Walking Dead. He played Mitch in season 4. He played Jose Ramsey in 12 Monkeys. And for me, I feel like the actor always gets these roles where he's like this kind of like military or, leader of this small group or scout team and stuff like that. And what we've seen recently with this comic, I feel like he could pull off that role. He can be that leader role when Cole can't do it. And I think he would easily be able to take that reins. Even though I know he's done those kind of roles and they don't like to be typecasts, I think that he could easily pull off this role and give a good performance. At the same time, again, he's a lower level actor, so probably won't be the part, but I do think the actor could pull off the part and give a good performance, like I said, if given the chance. Next up, we got Keith. Now, for Keith, I picked Winston Duke. Now, he plays M'Baku in Black Panther and the other appearances in the MCU. Now, I feel like he kind of looks the part now. On the other hand, I think the character of Keith is a lot younger in the comics. I always have trouble in the comics telling a person's age. That's one of the issues I have when doing this fan casting, because certain characters, I can't tell if they're like older or younger, so it's always tricky for me to fan cast them. But in this regard, for someone like Keith, if the character is younger in the book, I honestly probably wouldn't have an issue if they aged him up to be able to be played by Winston Duke. I think he's a good actor. He is getting up there and being well known. He could easily help the movie be promoted with his title, with his name in the title. So I think he would be a good fit. Again, looks the part, and think he could put off a good performance as the character of Keith. Last up, we got director Ward. Now, for Ward, I've decided to go with William Hurst. Now, you all probably best know him as Thunderbolt Ross from the MCU. Now, I picked him mainly because, one, he kind of plays a similar character. He's kind of, runs the government. He did get in their way at some times. So I think he would be a good actor who plays the part. The issue I probably would see having is he's older. So, especially with given age, I hate to be that person who's like, oh, he's older, so we don't know how long he'll be there for. But, you got to have that in mind. But at this point, I feel like he could be a good character or good actor to play him. Another person I did think is Edward Ross from Black Panther. He'd probably be another good pick, but for me, I'd go William Hurst just for as my own thoughts and opinions regarding the character. When it comes to characters like this, you could easily get any big named actor to play this type of character. So he's pretty much interchangeable, but that's just my pick. Again, I know these probably picks aren't like gonna be the actual picks, and mine probably aren't like, you know, the best picks or the top picks. These are just who I think would be good in the role, at least for some of them. And I know there are certain characters that are either small or I just forgot. Let me know if there are other characters you'd want me to go over in a future video, or other ones that I forgot, and give me your thoughts and opinions on who should be fan cast in those roles, or who should be fan cast in these characters that I did cover. Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section down below. So yeah guys, those are my fan casting picks for the upcoming Oblivion song movie. As always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That would have missed more comic videos from me moving forward. And you can go follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which are linked in the back section on my YouTube channel. As always, it's been Vision Hero Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.